มาเอานี่คืนใช่ไหมฉันถามว่าตั้งแต่เมื่อไหร่
คุณเมย์รู้นะคะมันไม่ถูกต้องอ่ะ
แล้วทำไมไม่เอามันออกไปคุณมีคีย์การ์ดห้องฉันคุณจะเข้ามาเอาเมื่อไหร่ก็ได้
In the beginning, May's approach to Aiwarin is rooted in strategy rather than sentiment.
ฟังก่อนนะคะคือ
ฉันจะพยายามเข้าใจคุณก็แล้วกัน
She moves with the precision of a tactician, every interaction carefully measured, every word chosen with the goal of unearthing whatever secrets her rival might be concealing.
ฉันล้วงความลับจากคุณคุณล้วงความลับจากฉันความสัมพันธ์ของเรามันก็มีค่าแค่นี้แหละค่ะ
To May, Aiwarin is not a person to be trusted, but a puzzle to be solved, an opponent in a larger game of power and control. Yet, as time passes, something unexpected begins to happen.
นั่นมันก็ถึงเวลาแล้วล่ะค่ะที่เราสองคนต้องยอมรับความจริงแล้วก็ถอยหลังกลับไปเป็นคู่แข่งกันอย่างเปิดเผยสักที
The hostility that once shaped their exchanges starts to soften, giving way to moments that defy explanation, small glances that linger longer than they should, silences that feel strangely comforting rather than tense, gestures that reveal care where once there was only calculation. May, who had built her identity around suspicion and guardedness, finds herself moved by Aiwarin's moments of raw vulnerability. And Aiwarin, once proud, allows those walls to crumble, revealing a heart that yearns to be understood rather than hidden. What once felt like a battleground begins to transform into a fragile sanctuary where honesty, tenderness, and trust can exist. This shift becomes even more profound. During their journey to Pattaya, on the surface it is only a drive, a trip from one destination to another. But beneath the surface, it unfolds like into companionship, and that companionship teeters on the edge of something far deeper. A promise of love that neither dares to voice yet both feel pressing against the silence. The breaking point comes in the form of a confession. Aiwarin, long held back by pride and ambition, finally lays her heart bare. In a moment of breathtaking honesty, she admits that May's love matters more than any concession, more than any triumph she could achieve in their professional battles. The stakes that once defined her life, power, victory, success, fade into insignificance when compared to the fear of losing May. With those words, the rivalry that once drove them collides with the higher truth, that love in its vulnerability and courage has eclipsed every reason they once had to fight. And then the culmination, the moment that feels like the inevitable destination of their journey. The walls that stood between them collapse entirely, and there is no longer a need for mask or unspoken pretense. May and Aiwarin allow themselves to feel everything they had resisted, surrendering to the pool of their emotions. The tension, the longing, the countless unsaid words all find release in a kiss that marks the beginning of something new. It is followed by a declaration that carries the weight of everything they've endured, the simple, undeniable truth of "I love you." At last, the story that began with conflict and suspicion is rewritten in the language of passion, devotion, and hard-won love.
Want more queer content? Then please subscribe and hit the notification bell.